Part 2. Tips and Techniques. The tragedy in life doesn't lie in not reaching your goal. The tragedy lies in having no goal to reach. Benjamin E. Mays. 20 productivity tips I wish I had known earlier. 1. Plan your day. Write everything you want to achieve in a day. 2. Write your goals on a physical paper. 3. Follow the 80-20th rule. 20% of your work will bring you 80% of your results. 4. Stop multitasking. Switching tasks reduce your productivity a lot. 5. Focus on one task at a time. 6. Remove all the distractions from your environment. 7. When tired, take a nap. 9. Learn to say no. You will never have enough time if you say yes to everything. 10. Delegate all the non-important tasks. 11. Don't wait for the perfect time. Do it now. 12. Anything that can be done in under 5 minutes should be done now. 13. Do the task that you hate first. 14. Set deadlines. The task will never be finished without deadlines. 15. Stop focusing on things that don't help you achieve your goals. 16. Don't become a perfectionist when it's not required. 17. Schedule a time when you're going to check your email. 18. Avoid all the unnecessary meetings. 19. Avoid negative people at all costs. 20. Do what you love. 80-20th rule. This is also called the Pareto principle. This means 20% of your work will bring you 80% of the results. There are many things you can do each day, but there are a few things that are important and will bring the most results, and there are other things that are less important and will not help us achieve our goals. Even if you don't procrastinate, you should still be very aware of what you're doing, because if you're doing things that are not valuable and will not help you achieve your goals, you're wasting your time. Think for a moment. What is the most important thing you can do to help you achieve your goals? It's probably hard to do, but it would be worth doing. The goal is not to be busy always, but to do what needs to be done. The Parkinson's Law. This was introduced by Cyril Northcote Parkinson. The law means that the work expands to fill the time allotted for completion. So, if you allow yourself 2 hours to finish a task, it will take 2 hours, but if you only have 1 hour, you will find a way to complete the task in an hour. This is great if you cannot start a project or it takes too long to complete. 8 Japanese techniques to overcome laziness. 1. Ikigai. It means to have a purpose in life. The reason you wake up each working excited to do something. When you have a purpose, you won't feel lazy or unmotivated. 4 rules of Ikigai. 1. Do what you love. 2. Do what you're good at. 3. Do what the world needs. 4. Do what you can be paid for. Kaizen. It means focusing on small improvements every day and not waiting for big improvements, but trying to become 1% better every day. Instead of setting a big goal, we should divide it into multiple small goals and tackle each of them one by one. 3. Shoshin. It's a concept from Zen Buddhism that means approaching things with a beginner's mindset. If your mind is empty, it is open to everything. In the beginner's mind, there are many possibilities, but in the expert's mind, there are few. Shunryu Suzuki, author of Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. 4. Hara Hachibu. This means to stop eating after you're 80% full. If you eat too much, you're more likely to feel lazy. This happens to people all the time. Once they eat their lunch, they start to feel tired because the body tries to digest all the food they eat. So you start to feel sleepy, and you will not love to work, instead you would like to procrastinate. 5. Shinrin-yoku. Shinin in Japanese means forest, and yoku means bath. It means that one should spend more time with nature. Spending time with nature is the best way to deal with stress. Whenever you're feeling stressed or overwhelmed, go for a walk. 6. Wabi-sabi. This means that instead of perfection, one should find beauty in imperfection. Things can't be perfect all the time. Some things can't be perfect, and that's okay. There is beauty even in perfection. Love the things the way they are. Don't be stubborn and try to change them. You will ruin their beauty. 7. Gambaru. Nothing worth doing takes much time, no matter how hard one tries. One should be patient with the results and still try to do the best that can be done. Gaman. It means to show patience and perseverance when things go hard. When you go on a journey, it's not going to be all pleasant. There will be a lot of times when things will go wrong. You will face many difficulties when you start doing the things you want to do. There will be failures. Do this for 10 minutes before you sleep. Every day is important. You need to both move forward and look back. You must reflect on your actions to check whether you're doing the right things. And if you're doing the right things, how can they be improved? You can never improve something that you can't track. There are a lot of small distractions throughout the day that can lower your productivity and don't even make your life better. So, here's what you must do every night before you go to sleep. 1. Take a pen and paper and write whatever you have accomplished throughout the day. Write down all the good and bad things you did throughout the day. Do it hour by hour, and you will see how much time you wasted on things that didn't improve your life even a tiny bit. 2. Write down the things that you're going to do tomorrow. Make a short to-do list. Don't make it too long. Planning your day is super important. It keeps you focused on the important tasks so you don't get distracted by less important tasks. This simple exercise every day will make you aware of how you're spending your time every day, where you're wasting your time, and how you can remove those distractions from your life that don't add any value. You will feel exhausted if you try to do too many things in a day. There is nothing wrong with being exhausted, but the problem is that when you try to do too many things, generally you start doing the things that aren't that valuable. You start doing tasks that will not move you toward your goals. So, what you need to do is to write the things you have to do. Then you must cut all the non-important things. You can only do 3 high-value tasks. What are those 3 things going to be? 10 tiny habits that will change your life. 1. Move your body. Our bodies are not made to sit all day. If you don't do any physical work, then you will feel tired all the time. Move your body every day, no matter whether it's physical work or some sort of exercise. Go for a run early in the morning, or when you feel overwhelmed during work, go for a walk. 2. You are what you eat. What you eat will impact the way you feel during the day. If you feel lethargic, then maybe you need to change what you eat. It depends on person to person, so look at your diet and see whether you can improve it. 3. Have a purpose. If you have no purpose, then you will never have the energy to do anything. If you don't love your work, then you will not be excited or filled with energy. You need to have a sense of purpose to have constant motivation to work hard. Find a purpose in your life. 4. Drink more water. Make sure that you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. 5. Surround yourself with people you love. Be around with people you love and care about. People around whom you feel happy and blissful. Stop being around negative people. Move away from all the toxic people in your life. 6. Take risk. If you're not taking risk, then you will not have the motivation to do things. Our mind needs constant challenges to keep it alert, and if you're doing the same task over and over, then your motivation will decrease. 7. Don't overload yourself. Stop having unrealistic expectations of yourself. You need to push yourself, but if you do it too much, then it will have negative effect. Stop trying to do too many things in a day. You can't do 20 things in a day. 8. Not multitasking. Multitasking is a lie. It exhausts you fast and doesn't allow you to focus on a task. It acts as a distraction. Switching tasks reduce your productivity instead of boosting it. Don't multitask. 9. Eliminating all distractions. The best thing you can do is to eliminate all the distractions from your environment. Anything that diverts your brain's energy should be eliminated. 10. Having a sense of urgency. You can't achieve anything in your life if you don't have a sense of urgency. You need to be patient with results and impatient with action. Anything that you need to do should be done as fast as possible. Pomodoro technique. This technique is very simple. What you need to do is work for 25 minutes uninterrupted, then take a break for 5 minutes, and you will repeat that. I like to go for a long time before taking a break. You must see this for yourself when you're getting tired, and you should adjust this technique accordingly. Rest is very important. During your work, you should take rest whenever you feel you're tired mentally due to working for a long period or working intensively. If you're fully into any task, then you may have noticed that you stop worrying about everything else, You stop noticing the passage of time. This may not happen often, but when it happens, you feel happy. This joy can happen only if you're doing something that you like. You can't feel this if you don't like your work. Loving your work is the only way to feel this. 5-minute rule. You always have a lot of pending tasks because you tend to procrastinate even on small tasks that can be done instantly or in under 5 minutes, and you say that you will do it later. And you never do it, and the list of things to do keeps getting larger and larger, and then you feel overwhelmed by the substantial number of pending tasks that need to be done. And then you get nothing done because doing 1 or 2 things will not do much. A new rule you should always follow is that whatever can be done under 5 minutes should be done now. You cannot delay the task for tomorrow. It must be done now. As Benjamin Franklin said, "Beware of little expenses, a small leak will sink a great ship." In the same way, we should be very aware of little things to do because they will destroy our productivity. Do this one thing right now. List all the small things you need to do. Close this book and do everything that can be done right now. Do it. Don't wait. Waiting means the work can't be done automatically. You must do the work whether you do it now or later. 2-day rule. The 2-day rule is simple. You would not miss anything for 2 days straight. You can miss it for 1 day if you must, but never for 2 days. Let's say you started exercising every day, then suddenly, you have an emergency and can't train for a day. That is completely okay, but if you miss 2 days in a row, then not exercising becomes your habit, and there is a chance that you may not exercise for many days. Consistency is very important. Without consistency, you can't move toward your goals. If you have a car, it needs to be looked after, otherwise issues will start rising. It may not start when you need it or may stop in the middle of your journey. Wake up. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius. The time for you to do the things that you want to do is running out. You must always live with a sense of urgency. We have a very short time left. I don't want to make you feel sad or anxious. Wake up. You will get the same results if you keep doing your current work. You must change what you do to change the results you want. The life you want to live is on the other side of laziness. Living each day with complete awareness, enjoying each moment, and not living in the future or past but in the present. Your future can only be changed by the things you do in the present. Each day is important. Each hour is important. Each moment is important. Don't live your life by the expectations of other people. You will always regret that in the future. Why did you listen to other people and not listen to your inner voice, who was trying to guide you to the right path? If you're a 30-year-old and you're going to live up to the age of 90, you have already spent 1/3 of your life. If you're happy by the way you spent your previous day, then great, but if you don't like your past, then you must do the things that need to be done, so when you're 70 you don't say that I have wasted my entire life. Drop everything holding you back from living your life the way you want. Don't worry about other people's opinions. They didn't live happily and want you to do the same. They're filled with regrets and want you to have the same kind of regrets. Once, a father and a son were coming back from a village far away, where they had purchased a donkey. They overheard a man saying, "See the fools, they have a donkey but still walking on feet." Both thought it was a good idea, and they sat on the donkey. On their way, another villager saw and spoke. Look at the poor donkey. He can hardly walk." The man felt sorry for the donkey and got off. While crossing the fields, a woman remarked, "The son is young and healthy, he should walk and let his father sit on the donkey." Son told his father, "I am sorry, Dad, please come sit on the donkey," so they changed places. As they were about to reach their village, a passerby said, "Hey, see the selfish man. The poor son is walking and enjoying the ride." Without giving another thought, both tied the donkey upside down to a long bamboo and carried him through the village. By the time they reached home, all were laughing at them. A villager elder asked, "Why are you carrying this donkey like this? Can't walk?" Father explained what happened on the way. The old man said everyone was laughing at you because instead of using your senses, you kept on doing what others said. One day, just like this book, your life will end. Do the things you want to do. Travel the places you want to. Read the books you want to. Surround yourself with the people you want to. Time is running out. Start living.